Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys. And that ball is picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Tell you what, defensive dream, right? You dream about coming out, setting the tone. You practice your script all week of what you want to be in and how you want to be successful. And bam, right out the gates, forcing the INT. Let's go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing, using the quick game. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. He's right on target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Wide open downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he burrows his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-3.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They're going to throw it again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A strike downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The give to the tailback. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Got his man out of the backfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Nice move there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the ball is picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Get it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. We're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. We didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the DB right with him to knock it away. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. Thrust that arm out.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. Off play action. It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Gets open down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, it's a fumble.
It's so hard to foot.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. 6th play of the drive coming up. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Coming after it. They're trying to get to it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Hard-hitting tackle.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks and gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter.
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 6 over Michigan. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now on the counter. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He's going to pass. Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Yellow Jackets are threatening in the red zone. On second down, looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense just steamrolling his way through? Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quick handoff. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll pull it down and run. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Snags a quick pass on the left.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. He wants to throw here on second down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to pass on second down. Fires to the right. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Now the play fake.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Line gets set, first down. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. The ball pops out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd down and short. Using the quick game. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. They get him down after he makes the catch. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Now on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 28 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the offense on second down. It's a draw. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. They go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The give to the lone running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. They come to the line 3 yards away from the 1st down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. A shot toward the end zone, and it'll be a touchdown. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Gets it out fast. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. And now on second down for this offense. Give to the single back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Now they'll run the draw. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. After converting that fourth down on the ground, now let's see what they've got on first. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The defense with the scoop and score. They build this lead here in the fourth, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Here he comes from his own end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got his man.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Finds a spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Motion from the offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Floating away. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Wants to throw on second down. Got his man down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive. But the offense, a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 24 over UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on second down after the incompletion. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll leave it with him. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Buys a little time. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to go up top on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And third down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback. Make the stop. Get him to fourth down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. He'll come out throwing on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. On the run, it's Spur. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Runs through a tackle. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They take the lead here in overtime.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make a difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.